So, Doug Liman, the director of new upcoming Roadhouse film starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor McGregor, is boycotting his own film. Now, the headline states, Doug Liman says he's boycotting South by Southwest premiere of his Jake Gyllenhaal film Roadhouse to protest Amazon MGM bypassing theaters for prime streaming release. Now, so what this means is that Amazon have gone ahead and put the Roadhouse film that he's directed on directly on streaming when he I guess initially thought it was going to be made for theaters. And so we're going to read a little bit more in depth about this. This comes from Doug Liman himself, and we're just going to read a few paragraphs of what he said himself. Now, this is quoted from Doug Liman. He is writing this. Okay, so this states, when Roadhouse opens, the South by Southwest Film Festival, I won't be attending. The movie is fantastic, maybe my best, and I'm sure it will bring the house down and possibly have the audience dancing in their seats during the end credits, but I will not be there. My plan had been to silently protest Amazon's decision to stream a movie so clearly made for the big screen, but Amazon is hurting way more than just me and my film. If I don't speak up about Amazon, who will? So here we go. When Amazon bought MGM, one of the few remaining studios making big commercial films for theatrical release, they announced that they would put $1 billion into theatrical motion pictures, releasing at least 12 a year. They touted it as the largest commitment to cinemas by an internet company. I can tell you what they then did to me and my film Roadhouse, which is the opposite of what they promised when they took over MGM. The facts. I signed up to make a theatrical motion picture for MGM. Amazon bought MGM. Amazon said, make a great film and we'll see what happens. I made a great film. We made Roadhouse a smash hit, Amazon's words, not mine, by the way. Roadhouse tested higher than my biggest box office hit, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It tested higher than Bourne Identity, which spawned 4 sequels. I'm told the press response has been Amazon's best since they bought MGM. Roadhouse has a strong tie-in to the UFC, which has a rabid and loyal fan base that has spawned over 1.5 billion social media impressions for the film, and marketing hasn't even started yet. This was posted before the first trailer came out, by the way. The action is groundbreaking, and Jake Gyllenhaal gives a career-defining performance in a role he was born to play. Audiences will want to see the UFC megastar Conor McGregor take his debut swing at Jake on the big screen. The reality is there's nothing quite so fun as a good bar fight. I had a little bit of trouble reading that, but yeah, you get the gist of it, right? So Amazon have told Doug Liman that they were going to release his film in theaters if it was a good film, and he is stating that it's his best film. And this is sort of an unprecedented thing for a director to boycott their own film. Now, I do want to state, before I say anything else, that Doug did not have any of this in writing. He did not get a contract signed by Amazon to say that they will release his film in theaters. This is not unlike what happened with Scarlett Johansson and Disney a couple years ago when Disney decided to release Black Widow day and date on Disney Plus, which means that the film came out on Disney Plus the same day that it was released in theaters, but just for an extra cost. This is not unsimilar to what happened then when Scarlett Johansson sued Disney, because it was in her contract that it would be a theatrical only release, and they went ahead and broke that contract. And now this situation is a little bit different because Doug Liman does not have it in writing or in a contract that Roadhouse was to be released in theaters. But that being said, I even said in my trailer breakdown, which I made for the trailer that came out a couple days ago, go check that out if you have not already. I even said in that video that I think it's strange that this is being released directly to streaming, because it so clearly does look like a big screen film. It looks big budget. It looks like it has major action. Jake Gyllenhaal is a massive movie star. I mean, I think it's pretty much built for theaters. And so the fact that this is not being released directly and exclusively in theaters was strange to me. I don't see the profit or the benefit even of putting it directly on streaming for no extra cost. I mean, look, it's been seen as well that when films come out first theatrically, they do better on streaming. But when films are dumped on streaming, they typically are talked about for a couple days, and then that's it. The film dies and nobody talks about it. But they might get some good watch time and some good views on the film, which may spawn a sequel, but nobody really talks about it. The conversation doesn't keep going, and it is less likely for sequels to spawn and for more people to watch it. And so that's where I do understand his point. Now, it's a bit strange that he goes ahead and like he praises the movie. He's not shy about praising the movie. He goes ahead and says that it's the best film he's ever made, which he may think it is, but we'll see when we come to that. He says that it's Jake Gyllenhaal's career-defining performance, which I find a little bit strange because I mean this guy was in Prisoners and Nightcrawler. You know, he's a fantastic actor, Donnie Darko. So saying that this is a career best performance might be a little bit out there. I haven't seen the film. I'm very excited to watch it, by the way. I thought the trailer was awesome. I haven't seen the original, but I think this trailer was awesome. But again, it is definitely strange to see a director boycotting his own movie. He will not be attending the South by Southwest premiere, which, by the way, is a massive film festival in which a lot of huge things premiere. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once had its premiere at South by Southwest. And so this is a massive deal that he's not going to the own premiere of his own film. So I think this is very much an interesting situation, and it does speak to a larger conversation about films being released directly on streaming versus being released in theaters. It is much to the benefit of the film to be released in theaters. I mean, I really have a hard time like thinking of a good reason as to why a film should be released directly to streaming. I mean, if you're trying to get like a hit internet phenomenon, like for example Bird Box, I don't think was released in theaters first. That was a massive hit that came out like a long time ago from Netflix. So I guess if you're trying to capture that sort of conversation around the film to have like a massive phenomenon, but I don't think that's what this type of film is. I don't think it's an internet phenomenon. I think this film is a sort of, I guess, family-oriented, you know, blockbuster that you have like a boys' night or whatever night. You go out and you just, this is a film that you go out to see on a Friday night or a Saturday night or whatever. It's not built for streaming, is what I think. But again, does he really have a case because he doesn't have it in writing, you know? So I guess boycotting his own film may be doing more harm than good. I mean, it is publicity, and they say no publicity is bad publicity, which I am back and forth on that saying. I don't know if it's true or not. But anyway, this situation is very interesting. I just wanted to have put in my 2 cents on it. But that's it for this video. So let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Do you think Doug is right to boycott his own film and to not attend the premiere because he doesn't agree with the release strategy? Or do you think because he didn't get it in writing and it's not in a contract that he just needs to, you know, buckle down and, you know, stand by his film, which I still think he is standing by it. He does say that it's a great film. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Are you excited for the film? Are you not? Let me know your thoughts. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and it would really help me out. If you have not already, make sure you turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I upload. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.